as you find in Trinidad today. And in places like Jamaica, where 150 years ago the Muslims were taken there as indentured labor. Indentured labor taken from places such as India, parts of what is modern day Pakistan and India. Muslims who were taken there 150 years ago. In the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s as indentured labor. Then they were kept there. Their intention was that they would return back after 7 years. I met a man in Jamaica, 82 years old. Looked just like me, but 82. I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from Jamaica. I'm Jamaican. Strong Jamaican accent. I said, MashaAllah, you're a Muslim? He said, yes. I said, you always been Muslim? He said, no, I was a Christian. I said, you Christian, you became Muslim? He said, yes, but before that we were Muslims. I said, you were Muslim, became Christian, became Muslim again? He said, no. He said, my great-great-grandfather came here from India on a boat. The British brought him over. I said, when? He said, in the 1880s, 1890s. I said, as what? He said, as Muslims. We were Muslims. He said, of course. Oh, he said, not me, them. He said, I'm a great-grandson of him. He said they had tickets from a ship that sailed from India and brought us to the plantations in Jamaica. He said the ticket said 7 years work, and on it was the return. So he had two tickets, one that brought them here and one that was supposed to take them back. He said, when were they supposed to go back? He said, I don't know, 1895 or something, they were supposed to go back. I said, well, it's 2015. He said, yes. He said, we stayed. He said, you're here tomorrow? I said, yes. He said, I'll bring it to you. Next day he came back, he brought the tickets. He said, in the 30s, he said, we became Christian. I said, the whole family? He said, all of us, we became Christian. Left Islam because there was no Islam here. I said, then what happened? He said, my grandfather opened up a distillery for whiskey. I said, okay. He said, we were the biggest distillery in Jamaica for whiskey. And he said, then a generation went by and we're kuffar, all of us. Cousins, brothers, sisters, all of us kuffar. He said, I was born into that family as a kafir. He said, then my father, he said, a man came from America. He said, wallahi, I don't know who he was. All I know is that he was African. He came from America to Jamaica. He came to our town, and I think the town was Mandeville. He came to the town and he gave a lecture about Islam. He was an African from America. He came to Jamaica to give da'wah. He said, my father became a Muslim. I was a youth and I became a Muslim with him. He got rid of the distillery and then he built a masjid, and that was the first masjid in our area. He said, now from that day, he said that must have been in the 1940s or 50s. From that day till now, he said, alhamdulillah, we've remained upon Islam. We've remained upon Islam. But he said, the majority, they left. The majority of the people, they left. That's why when you go to places like Trinidad, I saw a huge supermarket when I went to Trinidad. I said to the brother Abu Zainab, Yusuf, I said, Akhi, mashallah, the Muslim. I said, look at this supermarket, Muhammad. Mashallah, you have huge, like a mall almost, like a huge Asda kind of place. I said, mashallah, Muslims run this. He said, Akhi, his name's Muhammad, but he's a Christian. I said, how is he a Christian? His name's You'll become absorbed. That's why Shaykh Al-Alman used to hold the hijrah from Darul Kufr to Darul Islam is wajibah. It's obligatory for the one who is able. And alhamdulillah, you hear stories more and more now. Brothers from Somalia going back. I said, what do you speak? When you go back to Somalia, I said, the whole of Hargeisa speaks English. They're all going back from Sheffield and Cardiff and Birmingham and London. They're going back. Because it's a beautiful country and it's safe, right? Somaliland is safe. Same with brothers going. I went to Pakistan a few months ago. And I saw there in Islamabad, brothers have left the United Kingdom and left the United States, and they're building their homes in Islamabad. All the institutions that they are taught in English, in the universities. You go to the malls, they all speak English to you. You think, oh, what am I going to speak? They don't have to speak anything. When you speak English, they try even harder. Those are Muslim lands. I don't believe this hype about they're not stable and all of that is rubbish. Ya ikhwan. Those are stable societies, alhamdulillah. Right? They say, oh, but there's terrorist attacks. Well, there's no terrorist. Westminster